Good evening and welcome to Tickers Live on a Thursday night in the tea room. Yes, guys, it is Thursday. Only one more get up to go before the weekend. And I am back. And this might be a regular thing this Thursday, actually. We'll see how it goes. But I am with the nicest man in the YouTube space, Thomas Burnett from the Escapement Show. There you go.
Thank you, Tickers.
I keep saying there was nobody got a
kind.
bad word for you, mate. Absolutely.
You're too kind, mate.
Tell you, thank you very much. So what happened is I put a link in the description anyhow to show one, which was last week, and me and Thomas had a chinwag about military watching. It went down quite well. So I thought we'll do a return show on here and see how we do.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. We know you have a choice to either watch us or look at a blank wall. I do thank you for watching us. Let's just see who is in the chat. Okay, so first of all, I want to say hello to C. Nord, who has become a YouTube member of the show. Thank you, C. Nord. Welcome.
He's a gentleman. I met him at Watches and Wonders. He's an absolute gent.
Fantastic. There you go. And any friend of Thomas's is a friend of mine. Thank you very much.
Good on you, C. Nord.
Thank you very much. Right, let's see who else is in. We, of course, got Mod Extraordinaire, Chili Badger, who never has to do anything because everyone is so good in there, but he's there just in case to take out the trash. Thank you, Chili Badger. Much appreciated. Junior Johnson becoming a regular member. Thank you very much. Thank you, Junior. We did have to say hi to the first person in the room, as always, Ray Ray. Now, he's got a problem with pipe smoking Brian, because Brian happened to mention on the Tuesday show that he doesn't like Seikos and the shitters. He's only trying to wind you, Ray Ray, because, as I said, he owns at least, just said 2 or 3, and he had 5 at one point of the same model. So I think he's just tried to pull your chain, mate. So no, he's not on tonight. It's just me and Thomas on. So Ray said, "Don't think Brian is interested in military door kicker watches, not your style." That is correct, absolutely. Thomas Burnett, who is here, is wearing his military Seiko Gen 1. Let's have a look. Okay, very nice. I think I can't remember. I've got a Gen 1 or Gen 2. Is that issued? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Gen 1 or Gen 2, and mine wasn't issued. Now, an interesting story about the Gen 1. Apparently, I've read that the crown used to pop off sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they used to. I think the Gen 2 has probably got, maybe, I don't know, it's got a circlip or something holding on, but there's a common trait where we used to ricochet off when people were flying.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been flying a helicopter with it, but
No. So, okay, Chili Badger said, meow, meow, okay, you cats. I thought ASMR cat shit might have joined us, but no, never mind, okay.
Yeah, we miss him, don't we?
We do. Where's AAS? Okay, Red Shovel. Going to London tomorrow. Might buy more Burberry.
Now, let's listen, Shovel. No more of that nonsense. We don't need more plaid shirts in your arsenal.
Yeah.
In your wardrobe. You got enough of those.
Yeah,
no more Burberry.
You might as well live in London, Shove. You're always in London. You're always over here. Unless you are living over here.
No more Burberry man bags either.
Unless you are living over here. Shovel, you're living over here now because you seem to be over here quite a lot. I mean, you might just be flying in. But you haven't put flying to London.
I think it's a bit of romancing of rich shit going on. So
we know that, but I'm just wondering whether he's living in UK now because he's going to London tomorrow, not flying to London. Does that make a sense?
Well, he's probably flying. He's just not worded it properly.
All right. Okay. I was wondering. Okay. I was just, I don't know. Dick Inside, a ticket you go to Watch Time New York. No, I'm not going there at the moment. No. But thank you for asking. Not the shirt. No. Let's have a look. Red Shaw's reply. Thomas Burnett is one of the biggest buyers of soundproofing materials. Don't want any sound leaks from that basement.
Thomas Burnett's basement. You never know who's down there.
Yeah,
Hey,
I tell you, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, go to YouTube and look for Basement Improvements channel. It's by Thomas. He's got one.
No, you can't have some more.
Stephen, no, the boys aren't coming tonight, guys. I said to him, I threw the invite out to them. He said, "Fuck you," and fed up with these military watches. No, they're not coming tonight. They'll be back on Tuesday. Red Shovel flying to London. Thank you, Shovel. Dickie said, asking how. Yeah, they're great. Thank you. They are good. They might make an appearance later. If they do come towards the end of the show for a nosy, I'll let you see them. But that's not the main theme of the show tonight. They're both asleep. One's asleep below my legs here on the floor, and here, and the other one's asleep on the sofa. So military watches. So I've got my CWC SBS, which is current issue to the Special Boat Service and other Royal Marine people as well. And we'll cover that in a minute because I'm going to do a bit of a thing on that. So, without further ado, we'll kick it off. And we're just going to talk a bit about, as I said, and we'll talk a bit, first of all, about current military watches. Let me just share my screen. And we'll kick it off. So, I don't know how many of you in the chat are actually familiar with military watches. First thing I'm going to show you is the G10. Now, this is interesting because for years, this was the G10 that was issued by CWC, Cabot Watch Company, owned by Silvermans, and this is an issued one from just about 1982. There's thousands of these watches. Yeah. They're all used in the Falklands and everything. Absolutely bomb-proof, 100 meters water resistant. Yeah. And then I heard some rumors that they'd lost the contract, and MWC, which is Military Watch Company. Now, Military Watch Company used to get a big slagging off on the watch forums and the Military Watch Forum that there were clowns and cowboys and everything. And they were bragging that they had the contract, and no one, including myself, fucking believed it. And then someone found some proof and did a freedom of information request. And when you do a freedom of information request to them about military watches, they won't go as far as SAS and SBS, but they'll go as far as the regular army. And apparently these now are issued to the regular army.
Have you got about this MWC? I've seen them a lot on eBay and round and about, and I've always thought, are they some homage company? No,
I don't know what I thought the same, mate. But it says MWC is the sole contractor producing NATO specification infantry watches, and they've got a water resistance at 300 meters. Now that thing ain't 300 meters. That's 100 meters.
Blimey!
So yeah, no,
MWC are above board and kosher and.
Yeah, MWC
J10, the real deal. So the real deal.
300 meters compared to a standard 30 meters or 50 meters. Actually, it might even be 50 meters. That it doesn't say on it, and I'm not going to test it, but that could even be called 50 meters. And it's got a 10-year battery life as well, which I don't think that doesn't have a 10-year. That doesn't have a 10-year battery life. So absolutely, sandblasted non-reflective case. Yeah.
Water Apprentice says he loves the way the hour minute hands look like they're floating.
Yeah, they do, don't they? It's got a screw down crown and it's got a sapphire crystal. Where on this one it's plastic. which is good. You get polywatch on and scrub it out.
Yeah.
But
and it'll have the little hatch at the back, won't it? The screw down unscrewable battery hatch.
No, 10-year battery life, mate. If you look here,
Oh, really?
It ain't got that. There you go.
Ah, wow.
They're probably not saying you have to send it back to the manufacturers.
So that makes him more water resistant, doesn't it?
That probably is the difference for the 300 meters rather than the 50 meters.
Yeah,
the water hatch. Yeah. That's all it takes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because as I said, for anyone who's not sure, as I said, I will just, for anyone who can just see that at the back. That's got a screw down. You put a 10p in there or a 5p in there, and you can access the battery, which is probably the reason as it's only 50 meters. So yeah, I mean, these are purchased. We can purchase these, I think, as well. I'm not sure how much they are. These, let's have a look. £203.
That's a steal, isn't it?
It is really, yeah. £203. It's probably worth actually picking one up at some point if you're into military watches. Because this is actually, as I said, standard issue at the moment, which I'm quite surprised at. So that's an interesting one. Now, if we go to my favourite military topic.
I still have the hurdle of MWC. Sorry. I still have a hurdle of the brand. I still can't get over the brand, and I'd rather buy a CWC one than one of these MWCs.
I mean, like an old, like one of those, yeah.
Or an old Hamilton one or something,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I can't get it. I've got this barrier, this block about a military watch company.
It does sound a bit kind of Mickey Mouse. It's like you just go up and yeah.
But all good, props to them. They're doing the deal.
They put the contract in, and obviously CWC threw the contract in, and MWC threw it in, and someone decided, well, do you know what? We're done with this 50-meter shit now, because the fact is that we can just do without the hatch, so we don't need a hatch on it because it's 10-year battery life, and we. There may be a situation where you have to go deeper than 50 meters.
Yeah. Anyway, that prevented you from skipping on. Sorry, you wanted to go.
No. Another thing that if they're in charge of putting their own battery in, simple 10p undo it. If they don't screw the hatch down properly, it's trashed, isn't it? If they don't put the hatch down properly on one of these. It ain't fit.
Yeah, but I believe it's easy enough. I believe it clicks and locks into place, and
I don't think it locks. You just got to do it. You're quickly panicking around doing it. So there we go. And so there we are. That's it. Now the next thing is this is from 2022, but it's an update on MOD watches. So So first of all, the GR8 900 1ER G-Shock, that's been issued a few. I think it's still issued now, and Royal Navy clearance divers and Threat Exploitation Group and divers from the Army, they get one of these, and that's a dependable one. That's £100. It's a big watch. I mean, it's 55 mil.
I think these days G-Shocks are the standard for not military issue, but that's what soldiers buy at the stores.
Of course it is. They buy them themselves.
They buy them themselves just because they're the most robust watch out there.
They are.
They're people have driven cars over G-Shocks. And they've survived, and
this G-Shock replaced this Citizen. It's a BN 1400, I think it is a number. I can't remember. It's a complicated number. So this is a Citizen. Now it's not running at the moment for near enough the same reason, but not quite as why they trashed him. So it's got a monarch case. and it is actually solar powered, and it has a little capacitor inside that charges. Now, this has been in a watch box in the cupboard while I've had the house done, including the bedroom. So I've moved everything out of the bedroom and I put it in the spare room. So it's not had any light get to it, so it's stopped.
Yeah.
So if I stick this outside for a couple of days with the sun, that will start working. That will start charging through the cage, the
dial.
The dial of the cage, yeah.
It'll probably be. Is it one of those that charges up for about 6 months?
I think it does. Yes,
with a couple of days light. With a couple of days light.
That's right. Yeah. Now the problem being is that they were finding these were failing. They were getting them new. They'd never had a charge. They were staying in the darkness in the stores, and apparently they were failing when they were getting them out the stores. So they got rid of them. They stopped issuing these, and that's when they came to issue the G-Shock. So that G-Shock replaced that monocoque chassis one. It was an Eco Drive. So that's the normal clearance divers. I mean, sometimes I think you see SAS and people like that wearing these, but so that Casio is the top list here. So amphibious warfare and survey, port clearance, mine and IED clearance, Royal Logistic port divers, ship swimmers. They all have this G-Shock. And then we have the CWC UK Special Forces SPS diver, which is that fucking thing there. I love that.
You say that the CWC SPS is still issued. I thought that the Elliott Brown Holton was.
No. We're coming to this. Don't spoil me.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. No. Okay. So the CWC SPS are still issued as Special Force divers, paid for from the Director Special Forces account, and the people who use this watch are SAS as well. So it's called an SPS, but the SAS use them as well. Photographic evidence of SAS people with the faces covered wearing one of these. So SAS, SPS, Special Reconnaissance Regiment, 18 Special Forces Signal Regiment, Special Operations, SPAG. I'm not sure what SPAG are. 846 Naval Air Squadron, and Royal Navy, small number issued to each major warship. Now, the Elliott Brown, which mine has actually been sent back to the factory, it needs a new battery. Now, the reason we sent it back to Elliott Brown is it has hexagonal screws on the back. And they're very shallow and you can strip easily. But that's not the major. But the major problem is they changed the size of them. The watch has been going for 9 years. I bought mine second hand, and I don't know what size my hexagonal screws are on it. I got 1.3, it didn't fit. I got 1.3 hexagonal screwdriver.
Best bet to just send it back.
I've sent it in.
The right thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and for 45 quid, they put a battery in, and then they water pressure test it as well. So I've sent it back to them. So that watch is used with the E Squadron, which supports other government departments, 299 Special Communications Squadron, SBS Boat, all operators from all squadrons, less SDV and diver specialists, SAS Boat Troops, boat operators only. I won't go read them all out, but all these here in this list here they all use the Elliott Brown, which is interesting. That these guys at the top get one of these, and these guys in the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah. I know it's interesting. Why?
Well, it just got to show you how contracts change and different brands supersede others. You know, and that's the way the world in military watches. I mean, it's a beauty of it, I think.
It is. Now, the Elliott Brown, I love the Elliott Brown's under 500 quid brand new. And these are like 700 odd quid.
Yeah.
CW. Elliot Brown, he's bomb-proof. He's pretty good. I like them both. I think they're both good. They're both good watch. Now, these are exactly the same. You get when you order one of when the military order one of these, it's exactly the same as this. But the military one for the Elliot Brown, they have swimmer canoeist on the crown.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, I know somebody who has a couple of X-issued ones.
Right.
With Providence, and apparently it has where the consumer one has EB for Elliot Brown on the crown.
Yeah.
The military ones have SC for swimmer canoeist.
Yeah.
Swimmer canoeist. Yeah.
Right.
Apparently. Well, they're both great. They're both absolutely great watches. You know what I mean? They're just superb. So interesting one. You know, we were discussing in the week, Thomas, which sites to discuss on selling watches. Where would you? Is it eBay that you would? Because eBay is so flaky for finding. I mean, you know that one we looked at last week, which there's some bloody
the
military
defense one. Yeah. People don't know what they're selling a lot of the time, and they just put a description, and it's a lot of guesswork on people's behalf, unless you gain it from a military collector. And it's a case of a lot of things. You buy the seller. You buy
absolutely.
the seller. So you got to do a bit of research. You know, you got to go out there, and you got to not just pick the first one out there, but you got to look at the description, see how the description's written. Get in touch with the seller, send them a message. I was all in love with that Tudor that we saw, which I thought was a Secret Service one.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's
right. You know, the description was all sort of, 1940s Secret Service.
Yeah, we were all taken in by it. But so we're taken in by it. We discussed last week one which everyone loved it. Thomas loved it. I loved it. Chili Badger loved it. It was like we said it was the star of the show last week, and I posted it on. One thing which kind of made me wonder was why it would notate on the back that it was MI6, special
Secret Service, yeah,
Secret Service on the back. Why would you have something? So I just put it in the military watch, the MWR, which is the military watch resource, which is where I'm on at the moment to find this. It's locked down, so you've got to join to actually see anything on it. But the nerds on here, the people who know their stuff on here, is like, you cannot believe it. They will absolutely, you'll look at somebody and you think you know what it is, and there's somebody will look at, then they'll be able to tell you exactly what the issue is.
And sure enough, somebody pointed out on this MWR that the stamp with the S, Crowsfoot S, was actually a stamp from India.
Yeah, yes.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
And it was a stamp for an Indian issued watch. So it was a stamp for a military watch issued in India. So it was nothing to do with MI6 at all. So
they're just
unless it was someone from MI6 who's posted to India. I mean,
very 1940s.
Yeah, I mean.
So if anyone's interested in buying a military watch, really interested, and it's not your run-of-the-mill, G10 and stuff like that, anything tasty, anything nice, join the military watch resource, because and then ask about it on there, because someone on here will help you out. I mean, I've seen posts on here about people who are buying some watches for an important anniversary for the husband, and they've said, can you help me out? I need to verify this, and they've posted it, and these guys have verified it. So yeah, that's a proper. I think I saw one where someone wanted one of the Dirty Dozen. She had a chance to get the Dirty Dozen, and she said, "I'm really struggling here to know whether it's right or not." And they put her right, and luckily it was a clean Dirty Dozen. But this is the place to go. So the watch where I got it's not issued, but my 1966 Omega Seamaster is this place here. Now it's moved. Now they're in Beverly, East Riding, Yorkshire. Right, they used to be Southampton way.
Right.
And I bought that was 4 or 5 years ago, and they've changed the name as well. I mean, they have vintage. They have some nice stuff.
They got some nice stuff. They got this thin arrow, Omega thin arrow. This is a CK2777. Now I've got the fat arrow of this.
Yes.
Now what Omega did was they put out the contract to Omega the Ministry of Defence did. They put out the contract to Omega in 1952 to make what turned out to be 5,900 watches. I thought it was 5,700 or something. 5,900 watches, and Omega made them all with radium dials, which had the thin arrow on. And most of them got recalled back and got redials put on them with tritium on, which had the fat arrow on, because the Ministry of Defence didn't want radium dials. Now, only a couple of hundreds with the thin arrows still exist. So they're rare collector pieces for military watch nerds. So you can see the price of this one, I think, is about 7,000 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, 6,995. Whereas a decent flat hour, probably 4.5, maybe.
No, two and a half for a decent fat arrow. Yeah, two and a half for a decent fat arrow. Yeah.
Wow.
But they're really nice. See, Danny says they're really nice watches. I got Faro in 2022, and I bought the London Watch Show from a vintage dealer.
Right. So you've got that there. Let's have a look. What else you've got? We've got.
Well, below you've got an Omega Dirty Dozen.
Obviously, first of all, we've got a Jaeger LeCoultre Mark.
Oh, sorry, the JLC Mark 11. Now, this is a beauty. 1948, just after the war.
Clean, clean.
It is clean, yeah. It's had a redial, I think.
But I was wondering because the loom the loom looks. I'm looking. Sorry, I'm looking at the little orange bits next to the 3, 9, 12, and 6. They look quite old.
Yeah, 1948. The RAF commissioned some watches after the war, and they got IWC and JLC to make these ones, which are called turned out to be the IWC Mark 11. But JLC's taken on board the Mark 11 name as well. And I don't know who made the most out of them. But the IWC has a stubby cut-off hand, a stubby cut-off our hand. But these have syringe hands on the JLC ones. Now, this has got original hands, but I think the dial has been replaced. These I'd love one of these. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. I saw one on eBay, which was in Australia, and it was 3,000 quid. So it's quite a deal. But it didn't have the stamp on the back. It didn't have the stamps on the back. It didn't have the military engravings on the back. So I didn't.
Did they only make them issued, or could you buy a civilian one of these?
No, these are military issued. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody 6B, that means RAF. So that's the markings as we discussed last week. 6B is RAF, which coincides with what it says there. Yeah, it's very clean. It is very clean. Does it say it's had a? Does it say it's had a? Okay, these watches were required to have the following: a black. Okay, today's example. This what now? Let's have a look. Movement manual wise, service history, service 2024 dial, original JLC military specification dial.
Oh,
No,
so the original dial. Sorry.
The reason
I
I thought it was is look at you said you look at the bit above the six.
Yeah, the patina.
Your patina, same color as the hands, and the hands are original.
Yeah. I got this wrong. Sorry, I thought I read the description. I thought it said
clean. That isn't it? Very clean. That isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, I love
it. Sold out. That would have sold pretty quick, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'd love to get one of these Mark 11s. Yeah, just to right. We got a German Bundeswehr.
That's the next one. So yeah, a German
Young Guns
Bundeswehr German Air Force chronograph, and of course it's on what's called a cuff strap. We call it a
bund strap.
Bund strap. Well, yeah. Well, actually, Bund is right, isn't it? That's German, but I think English we call it a cuff, don't we?
I've never heard it called a cuff one. That's a new
one.
A
mate of mine who's into watches, not as much as he was years ago, but before I met him, he was well into it. He described it as being called a cuff strap.
Right. Okay.
But there we go. It's again, this is an interesting watch, isn't it?
Yeah, chronograph. I don't know what year this was issued.
I was going to ask you that. We'll have a look in a minute. Hopefully, it's very clean dial.
Looks like it could be 50s or something.
Yeah, let's just go down and have a look. In the aftermath of World War II, deconstructed military, but due to the Cold War split between Eastern and Western Germany, the Bundeswehr was re-established in West Germany in the 1950s. So, yeah, we're going for 50s, mate. We don't want to. Okay, 1960. Today's example from December 1960. We know this due to a mixture of the serial number and the case back markings.
Because the Germans, after the war, the Germans weren't allowed an army or an air force until the late 50s, I think, or mid 50s. That's why Hanhart got the first contract to supply the air force. The German Air Force.
Now that writing there means, I think it says national. What did it say? National property. It said there. Sorry, I'll just come up. I came off it by mistake. Yeah, so the writing on the back means national property. Scratches on the crystal, small nibble to one of the logs. Yeah, German Air Force pilot watch. There's not many of these knocking around, Thomas, is there?
There's a few on eBay. Yeah, there's a few different German ones on eBay. You can see. But yes, I've not seen the Young Guns before.
Excellent. What else we've got then? Of course, then we got Dirty Dozen. Now Dirty Dozen. Jaeger LeCoultre, Dirty Dozen. Yeah, here we go.
What's that? 4,250 quid. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Is that a lot for Jaeger? Because we know that.
I don't know. I was just going to say JLC probably is a premium one of the brands. I mean, I got a record, but it's not a Dirty Dozen one. It's Dirty Dozen type watch, but it's exactly the same as a Dirty Dozen, but it's issued to the Ghanaian army in 1957 when the Ghanaian army had the independence. And it stands on the back, GA.
Right, yes.
Ghana Army.
So if anyone's unsure about, we discussed these last week. So there's 12 companies that were chosen by the MOD to supply watches. So Burren, Sema, Eterna, Grana, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Lemania, Longines, IWC, Omega, Record, Timor, and Vertex. Now, Grana is the big one. That's the one where there is only so many thousand made out of all of them. And they go for like 20 grand a Grana does.
Yeah. Got a super chat from Dodger.
Okay, let's super chat. Dodger, 10 plons. Thank you, Dodger. A up, Tom and Tix. Good to see you. Thanks, Dodge.
Good to see you, Dodger. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. That's good. Excellent. See what else we've got. Yeah, so we know that, Dirty Dozens. It's another watch that I keep saying I need to get a Dirty Dozen. That's clean. You see, that is 4,250. Expect it. That's, as I said, that's quite a high-end price, isn't it?
Yeah, your cheapest ones are the Timors, the Simers, the Records, and then, as you say, Lemania get more expensive, JLC get more expensive. Omega about 2,000, 2,500 quid.
Oh,
okay. But you start getting into your Lemanias, they get more expensive, and about 3.5. And then it's a question from Foreman Colossus. He says, what distinguishes the bun strap from the 1970s wider leather MOD watch bands? Does the latter derive from the former? So does the 1970s MOD watch bands derive from the bun strap?
I think Bund comes from Bundeswehr, doesn't it? I think it's German, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the obvious deduction.
History of the Bund strap. Let's just have a look. Here we go. We're going to share this in a minute. Bund watch straps were designed for German Air Force pilots during World War II. The name Bund comes from the German word Bundeswehr, meaning federal defense. So, to be honest, if you want to be absolutely pedantic, I would say that it has to be a German strap or a German watch to actually be a Bund strap, wouldn't you say? Or maybe not then.
No, not necessarily.
No, iconic Steve McQueen helped popularize the Bund strap.
Yeah, with his hand heart.
Yes. I can remember people in the early 70s, 80s having Bund straps. I need to remember it. Yeah. So a historical journey. We're going on a bit of a tangent here, guys. So just going to have it. All right.
Foreman saying mod, as in hippies, hipster mod, not Ministry of Defense. All right.
Okay, so you've got types of bund. You've got a soft bund single piece, a fixed bund single bit, the Paul Newman bund, and then Monster Raptor. Yeah, that doesn't tell us much, does it? Okay. To be honest, mate, I don't think I can answer his question. That's one to take away, isn't it?
I've had a bit of a history of the bun strap. That's enough to cover it, I think.
Yeah. Right. So
anyway, back to the website. Yeah. Ooh, now this one, that one at the top. This Air Fleet.
Yeah, we've got another Dirty Dozen there and a Turner. That's 3,850. But let's have a look at this HS9 Fleet Air Arm Military Chronograph. What do you think of this? Now, I was discussing it with a friend of mine the other day. Doesn't it look really odd with how thin that bracelet is?
Yeah, it's on a, what they call it? They call it the oh, what's it called again? The
I saw something tonight with one on a what's it called?
It's called the not a ladder bracelet. It's the
Hang on, let me find out. It's bugging me now.
I know what it's called. It's the Serica make a watch with a one on. What's it called?
A bone clip.
Bone clip bracelet. That's it.
Yeah, I had to Google it because a mate of mine has got something tonight on on Facebook. He put it on a bone clip. So I knew he'd seen it tonight.
Yeah.
Got to go and find the page.
So it wraps round and he can attach it to any of the open.
Yeah,
can attach the clasp to any.
Stretchy.
It's not stretchy. It's not stretchy. No, you can just attach your clasp to one of the open rivets.
Oh, it's not stretchy, right? I see.
It's not a Flexifit, one of those old.
Oh, right, but it looks just odd. The width, it's just.
It does look odd, doesn't it?
I can't see it. It's a distinct look.
Yeah.
So this is 1945. It looks reasonably.
It looks small, doesn't it?
It does look. See the markings on the back. So yeah, it says HS9 on the back and 509, which is probably the issue number 509. So Lomania was issued to the Fleet Air Arm for use on planes that would fly off the ship. Series 1 was it? Yeah, 1945 to 1950, 2 variations of radium dials. The earliest being sterile, which is the one here, and with 150 with 15 CHT movements. Let's have a look what it mentions about the. What's it say about the
size? What's the size?
Let's have a look. Dial. Measurements with the crown 41.5.
No way.
That's what it says. It says without the crown 38.3.
Oh, 38.3.
Yeah, with the crown 41.5.
38.3. That's quite big then, isn't it? Considering it's made in 945, but I guess chronographs are generally larger.
It's the lug width is 20 mil with fixed bars, but it's not 20 mil bracelet. It says it's got the on a full size bone clip strap. Well, it's just wow, it's just weird that strap in it. I couldn't get over that myself.
I like it. I like it. Monopressure chronograph. I don't know whether I'd spend
3,850.
No, I wouldn't spend 3,850 on it. No.
Is there a lot of these knocking? Do you see a lot of these knocking around?
I haven't seen that particular one. I've seen the other Lemania below. That if you just go back to the main page, the other Lemania on the right there.
Okay, the series 2.
That one. We looked at one of these last week.
That's clean. That's clean.
That is beautiful. I love these. These are another Navy Fleet one.
That's cheap, isn't it?
I'd buy one of these. I think these look gorgeous. These are absolutely beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, so there we go. 552, which is Royal Navy. Yeah, wow. So what year is this? What year would this be? Let's have a look. Today's example is a Series 2, but issued Royal Navy. Series 1 was issued between 45 and 50, fitted with 2 variation radium dials. This one is 45 to 50, it says.
Mm. 1945 to 1950. Yeah, the Series 1 is rarer than the Series 2.
This is very clean.
Some people prefer the Series 1 because it has different loom on it.
I like this. I think it's beautiful and clean.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's gorgeous. A white dial.
Yeah.
Monopicture chronograph. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, of course it's sold, guys, because that will sell out pretty quickly. Wow. Okay, so I don't think this Benrus is issued, is it? Oh, is it? 3,100 quid.
Yeah, it is. It's Benrus Type 2, so this would be the American.
Oh, yeah, American it has actually been issued. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's an asymmetrical case. It's their equivalent of a mill sub sort of thing. They're issued to the United States military in the 1970s.
1977, isn't it?
Yes, 1977, yeah. US Army Rangers, Green Berets, US Navy SEALs, and Underwater Demolition Team were all issued with the Benrus Type 2, which this is. Wow.
How much was the reissue that they brought out? Was that about 800 quid?
About 800 to $1,000, I think, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But look at that. That's a cracker.
It is, isn't it? And all that patina on the hands and everything.
Original one. It's got a 24-hour dial on the middle. Normal 12-hour dial on the outside. Then it's got the bezel. It's even got a GMT bezel.
Yeah. Wow. That's a nice one. It's still available, guys. 3,100 quid.
Oof.
It's
expensive.
Yeah, but look what you're getting now. You know what I mean? Right, page 3. See what we got on here. Anything? Is that Persista? Was that?
I think it's Persista. Yeah, it says no name, didn't it? Did it say?
Oh, that's not issued. No markings on the back.
The Found Lost Navigator.
Yeah, no markings on the back. What that means. So let's have a look what it says. Let's look at the blurb on it. Being devoid of any trademarks, the manufacturer of God, I'm wrong. Hold my hand up. 1976 MOD issue, sterile. This is the kind of shit you want. You get pulled in by them. They can't nail your hat on because you don't know your military. Sterile, mate. Nothing on the back. Proper incognito, mate. Yeah. Sterile 6BB, which would be the mystery to military watch collectors.
There you go. That's a little gem to be had if you're a real military watch nerd.
Yeah, it is. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Oh, yeah. It's all the big articles on it. A big article on the Lost Persista. Oh, there. Wow. Oh, excellent. I love shit like that. Crikey. I don't want to be reading that now, guys. You won't get any sense out of me for a bit. Yeah, that is pretty good. So you can sell that. The fact is you buy that and you can say, nope, it is issued, but you never know.
Oh, C-Node. Gifted 5 Team Tickets memberships, and they went to Ivar, The Real Nibble, Rose, Junie Johnson, and Ray. So we've got two of you in the chat. Two of you, Junie Johnson and Ray in the chat. Thank you so much, C-Node.
Thank you, man. Thank you, C-Node. All helps. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, you see what else you got. That could be the star of the show, that one, couldn't it? That one.
Oh, don't know. I like the Lemania chronograph and the Mark 11. The
GLC. Yeah. Okay, the CWC Type 1 Royal Navy issue Fab 4.
Wow, this is one of the Fab 4. Now, these are 4 chronographs made by, in the 1970s, the RAF started to get cheaper. I think it was cheaper chronographs made, and I think that was the reason they did, because they'd been spending a lot of money on other expensive Lemanias and stuff. So they got Hamilton was the first one that made the Fab Four. There's 4 brands that made them: Hamilton, then CWC in the 70s, and then there's a brand called Newmark, made them for 1 year, 1981, and the last company was Persista in 1982 that made one of these chronographs. They all looked identical.
Sorry, just excuse me, Tom. Pickled Pickle 199 super sticker. Thank you, Pickled Pickle. Thank you very much. Sorry, Thomas. My apologies.
Yeah, so they all made these chronographs that looked identical, and they were called the Fab Four because they're all the same style, but they ended up being made by 4 different companies: Hamilton, CWC, Newmark, and Persista, over about a decade.
Who made the most? What was the one that made the most, and what was the least made?
Hamilton, well, the least made one is the Newmark, and they go for about 10 grand. I've seen them go for about 10 grand on eBay, and the Persista. The Hamiltons go for about 2,500, and the CWC is the same. They go for about 2,500.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a Hamilton one. I think they're really nice.
Right.
The hands patina beautifully, really nicely.
That's sold out. All the ones, some of them are really nice, are fucking sold out pretty quick. Okay, so then we have, of course, the Fat Arrow. There you go. So anybody who watched earlier about the arrow, we're talking about the arrow above the 6 o'clock, which is the Fion, which tells you it's governed property.
So that's a tritium dial one. That's a tritium dial one.
As you can see, the arrow is quite fat there.
So you can see that's £2,750 for the Fat Arrow instead of £7,000 for the Thin Arrow radium dial one. So you can see how rare those Thin Arrow ones are.
Yeah, you can, right.
I've got mine here, my Fat Arrow.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, very clean, that. Very clean. Very clean. Okay, so we have now one of these SWSBS milled black, which sold out.
It's expensive, isn't it? This one. Is there anything special about it?
This one has been issued as opposed to mine, which isn't.
Right, got it.
So mine's £700. This one, I'm sure it would have had a letter of authenticity because they all have the marking. They all have the markings on the back. They put them on. Mine's got the broad arrow. It's got the 0555, which is for Royal Navy. 6645, which is timepiece, and 99, which is UK. So I'm just trying to work out how they actually. I mean, if they rung up Cabot Watch Company, which they probably would have done, they would have said it was issued. So I presume. I'm just trying to find out. The NSN 799443 is specific to this watch. We know that. Okay. Let's find out. They're giving you the known issue years and approximate batch sizes there. Today's example for 1993, 94, we know this due to the style of the bezel. Unfortunately, the issue year and number has been milled out at some stage.
Just goes to show you how much geeks, military watch nerds, will pay for a military issued watch as opposed to one that's bought. They'll pay an extra 2,000 quid for a military issued one as
Yeah.
opposed to
I mean, I could
one.
tie mine to the back of the car for 5 minutes and say that it's been on a dog kicker's wrist for 4 years, couldn't I? You know, because it's exactly the same. Mine is it's got the markings on the back.
It's exactly the same. I don't get why the ones that people can buy for 800 quid from CWC have the broad arrow one.
I don't know either.
I don't think they should put it on.
I don't think they should. I mean, the biggest piss
it's not
take.
been issued. It's not been issued.
The biggest piss take is allowing fucking Omega to put the broad arrow on the No Time to Die one.
Yeah, well, that's just marketing shtick, isn't it? That's just
and how they got away with it because it's government property. I mean, it's not a toy thing; it's government property.
Marketing shtick, yeah.
Wow, I bet you they paid off the government some. I bet you the Bond franchise paid the fucking government a bit of a backhander to let them to do it.
No, I think they'll have got away with it just by saying it's a design cue or something. So what else have we got then, John?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Let's have a look. What else we got? Right, okay. Nothing there that's issued. What? Let's have a look at page 5. Oh, we've got Longines 6B, Air Ministry. Ooh.
Air Ministry. Now these come in white dials and they come in black dials, and I saw one in a local antique centre for 750 quid, a white dial one.
Wow,
that's and made by Omega. Omega
1956. That is clean.
And I went to buy it, and I saw the size of it. It was 30 mils, and it wore like an absolute baby's watch on my wrist. I didn't bother with it at all, because I just knew that I'd never look at it, or never just never bother with it. You know, it's more like an absolute baby's watch. It is nice, Chili. You're right.
36 mil is.
This one's 36, right? Yeah. But the white dial one I've seen, and it's about 30 mil, I think.
30 mil, right? Okay. So this was issued apparently to an RAF pilot. So see the markings on the back. Yeah, 6B on the back, and number 3,500, I think, and 12 maybe, or 352 of 1956. Have a look. 252 of 1956.
Right. So Forbin Colossus is saying is putting the broad arrow higher under the 12 wrong, or did some military watches do have the arrow in a different place? Normally it goes above the 6, Forbin. Normally the broad arrow goes above the 6. I
don't think they had to have it in a special place. I don't think there was an actual.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay. How come
most watches I've seen have it above the 6? No, actually, you're right. My record, Ghanaian one, has it below the 12. Yeah, so Dirty Dozen ones will have it below the 12, whereas the Farah has it above the 6, and my W10, my Hamilton W10 has it above the 6.
Why doesn't this have one? Why doesn't this got one on the dial?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a Navy, Royal Navy, Ministry.
Yeah, no, but he's part of the MOD. It's still official. Don't make it not have one. The broad arrow should be on RAF stuff as well, surely.
I don't know. It's just a 950s. Maybe they didn't bother with it. I don't know. It's just it's got the stamp on the back, so
yeah, it's got the stamp on the back. 6B, 6B, yeah. Interesting. Right, what else have we got? No more. No, we're no more military ones, are there? Yeah.
They had a Panerai, didn't they?
I saw one earlier. Was that issued? That Panerai? I did see that. I thought
it
was.
Was. It was issued. It was issued. The Panerai that they had.
Oh, I negged it out because I didn't think it was. Is that the one?
They've taken it off. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Right. So what was issued? I saw it. It didn't say in the blurb that it was issued, so I didn't.
Oh, it might not be this one. Just check the blurb.
Let's see. Let's have a look now.
Might be a different one. Might be a different one. This one.
Yeah, I don't think.
They had a different Panerai which was issued.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't say it. It doesn't say it was issued. This one. No, it doesn't. Right, guys. Listen, wrap this up. Listen, Thomas, thank you so much. It was great. That was really interesting. That.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was good. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Thank you all.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, everyone. Thanks for joining us in the chat.
Yeah.
Hope it was enjoyable. Leave a thumbs up, by the way, guys.
Thumbs up. Please leave your comments whether you think it was interesting or not. We can always do another one. That's a passion that me and Thomas have is military watches. So thank you, everybody. Thomas, when's your show? Saturday, is it?
Yeah, it's Saturday. We're just having a general watch chat on the Escapement show. It's 11:30 GMT.
No, BST. It was some British summertime, mate. BST.
Well, some BST then.
BST, just for
No, so not BS, not BS, but BST.
BST, and I'm back next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. BST. I'll have the two dogs with me as well. So thanks, Thomas, for joining us. Much appreciated. Everyone. And we'll say good night.
Where you watching in good health?
Say that again, sorry.
Where you watching in good health?
Absolutely. Where you watching in good health. Good night, everybody.